Happy to be with you on a Tuesday. Not sure what crawled in Doug's kale, but we're here ready to rock. That was quite something, wasn't it?
It was, Michael. I think he was a little upset at his listeners of his show.
Okay.
Because they weren't understanding that Trajan Langdon is not going to come out there and throw his team under the bus and say, we're going to trade this person, this person, this person. This person sucks, and we're just not good enough. And I think that's what upset him.
There is a middle ground. And I think that's what's getting lost here.
And I said, I think
it also would be nice if Trajan would come out with a little more energy than an unsafe fart. I think fans want to hear the word championships. I think fans want to hear a GM go, look, nice season, but we are here to win championships, and I'm going to do everything it takes to get us one. That's what fans want. I think fans just want to know their teams are aspiring to the same thing they are. And when Trajan talks about these little almost cable news talking points, we were the youngest team. No, you weren't. The Thunder were. 23.9 years, you were 24.3. So automatically fact check that. Yeah, exact. No one cares. Yeah. And 14, no one cares. You made the playoffs last year. You made it this year. So, when Doug has a Chernobyl, which, by the way, I love. It's good radio. But it's also, fans here are tired. Mm-hmm. They haven't won a title in basketball in going on, 23 years. Football is #never. Hockey now, the Wings have the longest playoff drought in the town. And baseball, currently, the Tigers have a bottom 4 record and a GM who sounded a lot like this GM and loved his core. And Rutrow, here we are. So, no, I will always side with fans. I'm never caping up for a GM in this town. Won't happen.
I think fans want to hear, they want to feel and believe that you care. Not you, Michael, but they want to feel and believe that the team and the general manager cares the way that they care. They want to know that, hey, my hard-earned money is not being wasted. I'm going to renew my season tickets, but I want to know that you're trying to bring me a championship that I can sit there and root for.
That right there. Don't talk to me about sustainability or being good long-term. Or I also loved his reset of we're young, we're young, we're young. He basically should have just said, and we're magically delicious. That everyone is just going to magically get better. I just
lucky sharp.
So I'm glad you picked up on that. That leprechaun probably going to pay two guard for them. But I will side with fans is that fans want to hear GM. First of all, my stance on this. While I don't think Trajan, and I'll agree with Doug, you're not going to come out and be like, yep, everyone's on the block. No. But I do think if you're going to be, for all intents and purposes, the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, you can't display this way. I think him, Harris, Holmes, Iserman, they all collectively get an F in this town for public speaking and messaging.
Yeah.
Trajan, honestly, buddy, here's a Red Bull. Here's a C4. It'll give you wings. I need you to go on stage and act like you're into this.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be Macho Man. Or Ted DiBiase and maybe rubbing your hands together with a money belt. No, we don't need that. But can you go out and say the word, we are here to win championships. We are going to do what it takes. Blah, bitty boo. Something.
I don't understand why it's so hard for everybody, the people in the know, the ones who make the decisions to say championship. I don't understand across the sports, Mike, why it's so hard to say that. But hold on 1 second.
I was waiting to get called on. Go ahead.
No. I'll get to you in a minute, sir. But when I look at Trajan, I think the worst thing that happened for this press conference that he had was it came after last night's basketball game where you saw championship basketball being played. Either team, pick one. You don't have Wemby. Doesn't matter. I can look at OKC. They don't have Wemby.
His answer to that drove me crazy. No one is saying, find a 7-4 unicorn. We're saying you're not within 20 points of either of those teams. No. That was a level of basketball that this roster doesn't attain in their sensual dreams. It's okay to just say, we got a long way to go. and I'm going to get us there. That's what fans want.
That's the middle ground right there. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but I do realize that we're not quite up to stuff. Now, Mr. Valenti, I'm going to call on you, sir.
Yes.
Go ahead. Why is it that we can't say championship in this town?
Because I don't think the teams in this town try. I think the Tigers gave you the best effort increasing payroll, but they did it in a flawed way where it was only pitching, and they didn't do anything to the lineup. But I don't think these teams really try for a championship. And I'm going to shout out my brother from another mother, Todd McClellan. I think he said it best when he was doing the exit interview with the Wings. I don't think these fans want a Stanley Cup. I just think they just want a team they're not embarrassed of. What teams made an all-in move? Tigers getting Valdez would be the closest. And the Tigers' payroll went up. Now, they didn't spend appropriately because it was all on pitching.
All right.
And the lineup is, in fact, morbid. Hashtag injuries. But it is what it is. Have the Lions done anything to make you feel like they're all in to win a Super Bowl? No. Have the Red Wings? Let me help you. No and no. And then the Pistons, look, they punted last offseason. They punted the trade deadline. And while I don't expect Trajan to be like, yee-haw, and have his assless trade chaps on and run around like Buddy the Cowboy, like, no. But I didn't walk away listening to this. That they're going to trade a Sir Thompson, or that they're going to even think about moving Duran, or that this is the guy that will pull an all-in Larry Markkinen type move. I didn't walk away feeling that. I think there's a middle ground that exists, and one that I never get in this town. I'm with you. No, it's a straw man to suggest Langdon should go out there oiled up like Rambo with a bullet chain on and say everybody's for sale. Right. No one is asking that. The middle ground is, I will die to win a championship. I know what we're here to do. Mm-hmm. I know what Mr. Gores wants. I know what I want. And I'm going to do whatever it takes. And when you're asked the follow-up, your answer is whatever it takes. Mm-hmm. Fans just, to your...
You mean the answer isn't... Yeah, I understood your question.
Oh, that was tough. That wasn't good. But I to your point, fans just want to feel bought in. They want to feel that... But again...
Man, you're raising ticket prices every year on these fans, and yet you come out there and say, give us time, marginal moves, we're going to get there, we kind of like our guys, but you don't cut them a break. So, yeah, fans they want to believe that I'm going to see a title. And if you because if you say a championship, Mike, it's not good for job security because now we can hold you to that.
Hey, I'll offer the same $5,000 from Greater Life Church that we offered to Dirks to pass a lie detector test. Go ahead. I'll offer it to Trajan. When he was asked the question about your current roster, I know he had to answer it that way. There is no world he believes this roster is championship good. No. You just, please.
Not after watching last night.
I'd rather him just say, I love our guys, but we're not there yet. Because guess what? Your players watched those games last night. They know they're not there yet.
I was like, thoroughly entertained, and then you look at this Pistons team, and okay, what would they have done had they played either one of those teams in the NBA Finals? Yes, it would have looked like OKC versus the Lakers, where it could have been a 3-game sweep, and they would have said, "Hey, do you really need us to play the 4th game, or do you just want your pride and your dignity?"
No, you're nailing it. No, it would have been a slaughterhouse. They would have taken a bolt to the skull. But that's my point. It's like I think it's good to see how Game 7 went. And then you watch last night, and there's no way that front office can have meetings this summer and operate in the margins. Because if they do, they're telling you they're not serious. And I think that's okay as a fan to be angry. So if you want to be angry, don't be angry at Doug. Don't do that. Don't upset Doug's day. Be angry with us. We're fueled by it. We love it. Be as angry as you like. I think you have every right to be angry. It is grand slam or nothing for this franchise this summer. I don't want to hear about bums. All I heard was it was a collection of Kimbo Slice bum fights. Colin Sexton?
Kimbo Slice.
Are you kidding me?
Kimbo Slice and Lucky Charms. You owe one today.
We're ready.
You're out of control.
We're ready.
You're going to be a problem.
No, I'm not. I can't believe some of the names that get thrown out. The answer is, this is, okay, I want to go old school for a second, or we could go new school. If you're the coach at the University of Michigan football, or back in the day, it was, when D'Antonio was at State, if I'm recruiting a player, can you help me beat Ohio State? If yes, I'm going to recruit you. If no, you're not good enough. Mm-hmm. The only players the Pistons should be even targeting this summer, do I get closer to what I watched on TV last night? Yes or no? Mm-hmm. So, look, last night should be a reality check for the, play the song, wear the belt, goofball portion of this fan base, because if you thought you were close and Sunday night didn't quite push you over the edge, you watched last night.
See, I don't
You're nowhere close.
I don't think a lot of them watched last night because their season ended and they kind of turned off basketball.
Well, it would explain a lot of their takes. So, yeah, that probably makes sense.
David, don't look at me that way.
I want the bell. No, give me the bell.
Oh,
you're right.
I don't think they stayed up to watch that game, because when the Pistons lost, all right, basketball is over. Let me know who won the title.
Well, give us your takeaways. I'm not going to replay the Langdon sound. That would be the equivalent of spraying melatonin out of the speakers of your vehicle. That's not good for anyone.
Bueller.
I'm sorry. I do think
that's
when
what
you
it sounded like.
No, when you run companies, and that's what these people are. I'm sorry. You need media training. It's not acceptable to take a microphone and present yourself as such. It's insanity. Yeah. But we exist in this world. Like, no offense, you're not a cardiologist, Trajan. You're not coming out to deliver the news that the 4-year-old you were operating on is dead on the table. Okay? You run a basketball team. You play fantasy basketball. Mm-hmm. You take a billionaire's money and you buy and sell players. It's not that real. If you want to have the tone he had today, come out after there's some ungodly attack or something, or you're part of CENTCOM and you're talking about war.
Right.
It's basketball. It's not that real. I've gotten to a point in my life, I actually find these people like comedians. I don't need Shane Gillis. I can just listen to our GMs in this town talk. How serious can you take yourself? Oh, wow. You buy and sell sports people for a living. Ooh. I mean, like, are you kidding me?
You know what? David could play the ultimate meanest game of who said it. If he just
with the GMs?
With the GMs.
I mean, look, you're hearing it.
Because I could have been all of them.
It's a cable news talking point with the Pistons. We're young, Here, hold on. Let me give you another 3x5. Hey, we won very few games a couple of years ago. Hold on, let me give you another 3x5 up there, Trajan. Our guys love coming to work. Oh, hold on, I'm running out of 3x5. Let me give you one more.
Wait. Don't forget to tell them that JD's only 22.
Got it. All right, questions? Because I'm not answering those. 248-539-9797. I want to hear from you. You have every right to be angry, and you have every right to make a demand of your team. Let's talk about it. But what is the player? What is the move and your faith quotient that gets you into that discussion of what you watched last night, which was the game of the year in the NBA, double overtime. It was Rocky Balboa versus Clubber Lang. It was haymaker after haymaker, back and forth. And that's the level. And those teams are going to be around the next 5 to 7 years. So your job is to get there. What are you going to do? And I don't for a second believe, Trajan believes, it's keeping this thing together. But if he's not going to move Asor and he's not going to move Duran, I got some problems for you, because you ain't got nothing else anybody wants. And then you get into the Colin Sexton pile. I'd rather just skip dinner. 248-539-9797. Here's Rico.